And I should have prefaced that with, you'll get a pop-up that asks if you would like to continue. And so I hope that you will click continue after I mark that we're going to do the recording. So housekeeping, we use the chat primarily because it's hard to hear, and it's and it's distracting to have interjections on with the mics. So if we can keep it all in the chat, and we'll keep track of that, and we have enough people that are regular. So if I miss something, they will cover as well, and then let's say, and maybe the rule kind of, after I click the recording off, then it's fair game type of thing, I suppose. But so we'll do that. So in the chat. And also, welcome to everyone. And I do see, I think, some extra new names. So and Mary had already mentioned, if this is your first time joining us, and or if you're new to Zentangle, we like to know both, and that would be good. I mentioned especially to know if you're new to Zentangle, so that way I can make sure to explain some of the lingo and things that normally you just say and don't think about. Making sure everyone understands. So I just make an extra effort to do that. So today we're going to have fun with one of Debbi Minero's new tangles. So we are going to premiere it today. We had fun with it this morning. She put out like 3 all at the same time. And hi, Jennifer. And so it's like, decisions. And then as I was doing the step out, because I was thinking we could do more than one. And then I'm like, no, we can just focus on one at a time. That's a good thing to do. So there's the link for that. And I'm going to share my screen in a moment. And then, and we'll talk through it. Then we'll do it. You can work on whatever you want to work on. So if you have a sketchbook, or if you want to work on a complete tile, some people I notice, are like doing their own step out as we go, because that helps them, process and remember. And so that's fun. Whatever you want to end up doing, the only thing that ties us together is just the tangle. And like I said, whatever we end up doing with it, we do. I'm thinking I might want to use this one. That's what I'm thinking at the moment. So, all right. You guys are silly on the chat. Oh my gosh. All right. So let me share my screen, and I'll share my version of the step out first, and then we'll look at Debbi's and some of her work, and that would be good. All right, so this is, and wait, actually, and let's see if Deb, if you are, oh yeah, Deb is on. So maybe, and then you could explain, Deb, again, the Hanu Pua. I hope I got that right this time. I didn't practice beforehand. So, and if you want to explain the Hanu part, or both parts.
So Hanu Pua means turtle flower in Hawaiian, and this just happened when I was working on the other tangle, the Hanu Love, which would be the turtle tangle. But the whole thing about Hanu is, like I said, turtle in Hawaiian, and it symbolizes wisdom and good luck, long life and endurance. And the Hawaiians believe that it represents the link between man, land, and sea, the turtle itself. So this kind of just went in conjunction with the other tangle, and the other tangle was inspired by a tattoo that I saw.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah, because I saw you had the note on the turtle one, and for whatever reason, this one came up first, and I was like, yeah, let's do this. So I think next time we'll probably do the turtle one, and then you had a third one too, and so we'll play with that one, of course, too. So yay! So thanks for explaining that. And it's a lovely tangle. I said, for those that are on the Facebook group, if you saw the work and stuff that was done. So it starts off with an orb in the center of wherever you're going to want it. And then, and I had said before that you could think of the next step as a seed shape, but where this tip is underneath here. But I think it's probably easier just to think of we're just drawing either you can think of it as a C type shape or an S shape, whatever, whichever floats your boat, coming up from the orb, and then we do 4 all the way around. And say for those that are new, what it might when we do it on paper, it'll be the description and the demonstration. Then will hopefully make more sense if it's not already. Then from those tips, we're going to connect the tips with a double C-type shape, or it looks like a heart, and then we'll aura that. And to aura is just to outline. So as you see here in the red, and that's what I didn't explain. I sometimes forget about that. In the step outs, the red is always what you do, and then in the next box, it's black, and you see the red, and that's the action and the step that you're taking. So then we're auraing that double curve line there, and then you can aura inside the little petals, and then she had essentially making a V and auraing the sides of the petals and adding a little orb on the end of those. But let me show you what that did. Oh, and let me make it bigger. Oh, so it's a little, there, I'd say it's a smidge blurry. Because, and this is why I always make sure to share the step out and stuff from the originator of the tangle, because then you can see they're playing around with it. And so what Deb has here in the corner, some neat ideas for decorating. So while we have these steps, like this one right here, and this one that's using it as a border, and only doing let's see, doing steps 4 to the end on just 2 sides. And actually, and here you did it 2 sides, and then the one that you posted, I thought it was neat because she did this side and then like the adjacent side, and that looked really neat as well. So a lot of playing can be done. But here she didn't aura the inside, so a lot of these things are kind of up to you if you want to. And then here, this variation, she did a third aura on the inside. It makes those kind of look like flames a little bit, as well as petals. And then here is this. Nope, that's not it. Let me find it. Oh, let's see. Let me stop the screen share for a seckie. And it's so your light was changing on as I was looking at it, Mom. It was just kind of weird.
My light was changing?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and it might have just been my screen, and it was just.
I only saw the change on your screen.
Oh, it's probably just me. All right, so let me. I wanted
Alyssa
to share.
put in your step outs, but you need to put in Deb's original.
Did I not?
I don't know.
Single addicts word. Oh yeah, I have that there.
Alyssa did that. And she's.
Oh no, I had them both earlier.
Oh yeah, I see.
I beat.
Yes, stuff. I see it now. Up higher, scroll up, and you'll see them.
I was good this time. No, I was wanting to find, but I didn't. There we go. And
I was not on this morning. Tharla is asking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I played hooky sitting with Heather's dad at the doctor's office. But he's okay. He's okay. He was
good.
A year checkup on his heart valve replacement, and he has the go ahead to get his knees replaced.
Yay! That's good. And this is what I was looking for. Yes, yeah, that's right. Alyssa did say you had to check your priorities earlier. So here's a sample done by Deb, and I just wanted to share it because I think it's so neat. I was working to emulate that a bit on my earlier one, and filling in the aura sections and leaving the shine, um, which say for those that are new, it's just leaving a blank space, which then looks like a shine later. But I like how she did, and I did it on mine too, in the centers here, having one side thicker and then putting the graphite, and it just adds some neat depth. And then yeah, then the shading here as well. I played a little bit differently with my shading, but thought that looked neat. And I want to make sure to share. And then here is the little turtle guy. Like I said, I think maybe we'll play with that on next week. Just because, and I will just a teaser. So this is the turtle guy, and I was mentioning earlier that Deb did some ones that look like totems, and I said, oh, I think we're gonna have to have fun with that anyway. And then we had the long discussion of, well, what is a tangle and what's a how to draw and all of that kind of stuff that I will hopefully have an answer to at Zen again. I changed my mind, and I think I'm gonna use this. Because I'm thinking, oh, maybe. Oh, I don't
Well, that's
know.
awfully pretty.
It is okay. I'm going back with my original thought. Okay, because why? Why not? And
I picked up a pinkish one only because I'm thinking, oh, then I could use some white on there.
oh yes, yeah.
We had a white one
And
before. And that limits me.
yeah, let's see. See, Heather's on her table from. Wait, I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat. Wait, what's on my table? Come with this. Here's mine from earlier. So I had fun with the shading. I did shading on one. I did the depth thing, and then I did shading on one side, on the same side that I did the depth. I thought that looked kind of neat. I was going to do the other side, and then it was time to share. So okay, very good. So I'm going to do one in the middle. I wanted to do like the half one and do a border as well, but I'm thinking I might I'm not sure yet, but I'm at least we're gonna do a full one in the center, so that way we all we've kind of gone there, and then we can play around. So I'm shooting for the center, and I decided I'm going to use a PN pen, so it's a little bit thicker than the normal one. This one I did it originally with the 01 mom, and then I went back and except for just this inside, I went back and went over it because
I think sometimes it's really interesting to use different size lines.
yeah.
Really, I like that
Yeah.
one.
Okay, so orb. Then now let's see, and this one is definitely an up to you. Let's see. I guess. Oh no, if I'm telling myself I wanted to leave room for a border, so I'm not going to make mine too big. I got carried away on the Zendala, and I didn't leave myself any room for anything else. So I'm going to just go about here, and I think I'm going to start from the tip and then come down like that. So that way, oh, and then too, for those that are new, one of the things that we like to do is plant like the heel of the hand down like this, and then you can use your natural curve that would happen. And then we turn our tiles so that way, so like I did, here's this curve, so then I can turn it, and I'm coming from the same point and going in, and then they look as consistent as they can look. And then up to you. You can either go all the way around. I'm gonna go opposite sides. And you don't have to turn the tile if you don't want to. So sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm usually smarter if I do.
And what you forgot to mention to these unfortunate or fortunate new people, you don't have to, you can follow Heather or me. I
Right.
advise following Heather.
Yes. Yeah.
We both are certified teachers, but we do things differently, and I always try to do it a little different than Heather, just to show that you can do it different.
Right. Because it's variety. And as Liz says, mom likes to go rogue. But well, let's see, and push yours up towards the camera, or move the camera towards you a little. You can move the camera towards you a little bit, maybe.
Oh, I could do that, couldn't I?
Sometimes I have to
Oh,
resort to
that
that.
helps a lot. I don't know why I always think it has to go way to the back, and then I got my hands way out in front of me trying to
Right.
do
And
something.
then it's uncomfortable, and that's not good. And see, I like, and that's what I did not do on mine again. But so notice how mom's adding like a little flare, so a little S shape
A
to
little point.
a little, yeah, to coming to a little point, like a, what is it? It'd be like an elongated onion dome. And oh, Jen, thank you. And and I say, and I like that. I did that in my step out, and then since then, apparently that's all I had in me was when I did the step out. All right, so once we have these, then it was coming from the point. Oh, and you know what? I want to look back really quick. Okay, hers did kind of jot out a little bit because when I did mine on the big Zendala, I had them. I kind of here's the point, and I didn't have it come out a whole lot, but that's up to you. So, if you want it to just be kind of somewhat in line, great. I think I'm gonna have mine come up a little bit more, like that, like more of an arch. And then I just eyeball to the center because it doesn't matter, if it's. Oh, and then it looks more like a heart. And yeah. And then two, it also gives more room for the aura. That kind of, well, mine weren't too bad. Mine weren't very consistent, but that's okay too. It's okay because there's no such thing as a mistake in Zentangle. So it's just good by default. Oh yeah, and yeah, Alyssa's from this morning. Yeah, she kind of did a deconstructed, and that was really, really neat. It was just, yeah, like oh yeah, so you just did, yeah, from the orb, these two seeds and then the heart, and then you did some other things. It was really, really cool. Really, really cool. All right. So once you have those, then I also noticed, well, now wait. Some of that, this again could be an up to you. It seems like most of Deb's, when we're doing the aura, come down. But if you wanted to, I suppose you could have it come from the same point. Oh, maybe I'll do that just for a difference. And then if I don't like it, then if I fill it in, I can always have it come down a little bit further. So that's kind of the difference, is that there's separation here, and here I did not. It's fun to play. And it's funny because I'm almost thinking, sometimes I'm gonna guess that. Well, no, maybe no. I'm sorry. I'm just looking. I'm looking and I'm babbling. I think it's just going to depend. I wonder sometimes if it's things that we think about having those separated, or it's just that's how it just happened, and then you just keep doing it, versus necessarily an on purpose type of thing. So mom's doing a border. That's very cool. I was thinking maybe you were just doing the corners, but you were being smart and doing.
Well, yeah, I was trying to do like Deb did and only do half of it, but then I've changed my mind halfway through.
Oh. All right, then I'm gonna aura Ooh, you know, well, I'm gonna aura these insides. I was thinking, oh, I could add a little flare in here, but nah, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna stick with what I got. It'll look good. So again, the aura is just, you know, we kind of follow the contour. You decide how much of a separation that you want. Like so. And then the little V, so starting up a little ways from that little corner, going out, going out. It's like when you draw birds, or when I draw birds, seagulls in the distance. Except these ones are carrying things. And put little ball on the end. And I was thinking this one might look neat just because of the, well, I like this has flowery colors. I think this was one of the tiles that I was using to sop up all of the stuff when we were doing the tile prep.
Oh, yeah, it does look like that.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't take any pictures yesterday at the class,
Oh no.
and I was going to post them on the site. And we didn't.
You'll have to have everybody. And so those that don't know, so Bob did a the biddy book class, which I will show really quick. And for those that are, you know, that took the class that we did, where we take our Zentangle tiles and make them into books. She did one at the OPC, which is her senior. I hate saying senior center, the older person council, because nobody seems like they're, well, senior in
Well,
respect,
she
but they're
doesn't want to
young
say
senior.
that because she's old enough to belong there if she lived in the community.
I could if I wanted to pay for it. All right. So then let's see. But it was, yeah, it was a fun class. I was exhausted. I'm sure you were too.
And I really needed your help. I appreciated that. It was couldn't have done it without you.
So, oh, so I have my thought. It's a good thing. I found it. And we'll see how this turns out. Okay, I have to think for, okay. So this is finished, and then, you know, you can play with ideas of shading. And actually I should probably do a little bit of that now, and then I can do corner. Do I want to do similar to what I did earlier? I'm looking at the lovely work that Deb did. Sure. No. So actually, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is put some graphite at the edges, so where things kind of converge, and then in the center here on the outer. And I'm just putting a little bit because this is got ink on it and it has color. We can add white. Although I added white to this. This is on a white Zentangle tile, and I did add white up here just to make it a little extra brilliant. But this, you will really see it. One. Actually, I'm shading and highlighting. right in front of me.
Wouldn't have showed up that much if it was on a pure white one.
What's that?
Oh, what you're doing now.
Oh yeah, well see, and it shows up more after the fact. It's definitely more. You can see it's a little bit more brilliant here, but it's after I've done it all. Usually, I would just blend the graphite and just leave the natural tile color, but I decided to do the white for the extra kick. And my tortillons have been actually when I cut this out earlier, Mom, and I was gonna do this.
Oh.
They have those neat dies that
Do like a decal edge.
yeah. And then I say chickened out, and then I'm like, no, I need to do something else.
Well, I'm liking the way this works as a border. I'm not doing all four sides though.
Oh, okay.
You'll see when I'm done.
Okay.
And I was going to put a big one in the middle, which I could, except what I've got is very uneven, and I don't know if that would hide it. Which it would be good if it did, but and my little petal things are too small to really aura, so I'm just putting a line in them. Makes them look more flower-like, but that's
Yeah.
okay.
Maybe more graphite. I can always come back.
We're being too quiet, Heather. They're going
We
to think we
are.
lost the sound.
Yeah, it's scary. Well, and let's see. Yes, and everybody's quiet. That's good. In that, we're all in the zone. More.
Did that lady from the class, Linda, did she get on this morning?
You know what? I don't know. I have to go back and look. I'm not sure. I did send her an invite though. Hey. There it is. Oh, well, that looks all right. Then now we'll see if I do this right. I goofed on the earlier one, and nobody.
No mistake. It was just a little goof.
It was just yeah. And totally. Oh, thanks, Deb. Yeah, it's like you know what? You just keep going, and who's gonna notice? Nobody's gonna notice. I have to look and find it. It's all good. So I'm gonna just go a little thick on the one side because I really love that idea. The inside of one is, and I'm just being dangerous with my pen. instead of using just like a thicker nib. I was like, oh, I'm kind of tracing over it, a little bit of an aura, and filling in. Hmm. Oh, would that be silly to do it if I thicken both on the same edge? Would that be silly, or should I thicken if I'm doing the outer edge? Should I thicken the outside edge? I guess it depends on what I want to do.
Yes, that's right. It does. It just depends on what you want to do.
Right. It's just like the so are there rules in Zentangle? Well, yes, but no.
And mainly it's because you have, if you don't like it when you're done, you have nobody to blame but you.
Right.
And
Right.
if you love it, you have nobody to blame,
But you.
nobody to credit but you.
Yes. That's what I'm doing. Oh yeah. Well, see, and this is the thing that's, who's I was talking to my friend Janine about, the whole, yeah, will always tout the non-artist thing. But I think a lot of it is the being able to kind of have an idea and see in your mind, I guess, how it's going to work out. So I only have some of that just from, just doing this and what has worked in the past. But if I want to try something new, it takes a minute and some courage. Just do it. And that's right, Tarla. If you don't love it, you're just not done yet. Yes. The thing is Diane on again, and yep, Diane. That's the favorite saying. And then too, we had the, and if you still don't like it, just find some place to add some white jelly roll because it's just
And if you
magic.
still don't like it, save it to transcend.
Right, exactly. There's always something. Oh, so I can.
Well, I think everyone is their own worst critic because,
Yeah.
many times somebody will say they didn't like what they did. And I think it's great. It's just
Mhm.
everybody's very critical of their own work.
Okay.
Except me, I love everything I do. No,
Well, that's our tangle therapy is we learn um to do that. So I say I was going through, some of my tiles, and there are just some that just strike me, and I look and just like this one, and I just like, huh,
did I do that? Did you do
yeah, and it
it?
just, and it, yeah, it's just, and after, and that's the thing of not, if you're not liking something, just don't look at it for a little while, and then come back later, and then you have one of those moments too of who did
And
that?
sometimes it only takes a few minutes.
Yeah, because we get so micro focused on every little thing as we're working on it, and let's see, am I? Oh, I'm saving some time for the other. Yeah, and then you just have to. Sometimes it's like the saying, sometimes you just gotta sleep on it and let it rest. Look at it with a new set of eyes, all that. Okay, and then, okay. Oh, no, no, I think I might just leave these auras as they are. I think. I'm thinking at the moment. I've done that with jelly roll, but it is okay. Woo! Oh, I like that with the cheesecloth in the middle.
Yeah, because I couldn't think what else to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Heather, look at the chat.
What's that?
Look at the chat.
Oh, thank you. I'm looking. Oh, can I show the orange tile again? Thank you. Oh, wait, this one. No, that's blank. I'm trying to remember which. Oh, this was. I remember what the name of that tangle was. And, and I need to get better myself at writing them on the back because doing a new one every day now. I used to be really good at having them all in my head. Oh, thanks, Patty. You're welcome. And it's been within like the last. Oh wait, that was it just last week? Probably. Let's see.
It was longer than last week.
Was it?
Yeah.
I'll look at my list and the name will hopefully pop out at me. Let's see. Oh, you're right. It probably. Oh, was it Run CC? Yes, Run CC. Here, I'll put a link in the chat if you wanted that, Patty. Oh, and Alyssa got it before me. Good. that's why she gets paid the big bucks.
I bet she gets paid as much as we get paid and I get paid at OPC.
Yeah. All right. So I was also gonna try to do in the corner here, and so now that we got some shading ideas done, and I put white highlight on one side, and that's the beauty of working on a toned tile is because you can use the white for a highlight and then and have fun on both sides of the spectrum, so to speak. I'm going to do one in the. I'm going to do these in the corner. Made my orb probably a little too big, but or maybe not. Sometimes it is better to start it at the tip, even though I have the tendency to want to start it from the orb. Because if you start it at the tip, you can at least have a little bit more control over how big it's going to be. Sort of. Okay, and then just that. Yeah, because these almost look like the busy bees that we did some time ago. Just having it like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! Although when I do it this way, it looks like a bunny.
Yes, it does.
All right, inserting into the memory banks for Easter time. It's kind of like a bunny. It could be a bunny ears basket, and this is the handle. I was just thinking to do them just in the corner like that. And this is, I think, Alyssa, what? Yeah, you have to add the nose and the whiskers. No, but then it would be representational. So this is the whiskers. This is like a Picasso version or something. This could be the whiskers or the eyes, something like that. But I love that having the option like that with just to do the portion, and a lot of times I don't think about that myself. I like when I see somebody else do it. It's like, oh, there, brilliant idea. Yes. And so the border doesn't have to be a border. I'm thinking, oh, what other cool tangles could we make into little corners?
I must have my microphone down
Oh,
because it just sounds like you're muttering to yourself.
well,
Well, of
probably
course,
because
that's
I am.
yeah,
During
that's
the
what you're doing.
Yes. Well, oh, you know what? And these mics are like directional to a point, and sometimes I try to push it back because it seems like when I listen to the recording, I'm so much louder. I mean, sometimes I do have a loud voice, but especially when I'm excited and we're having fun. And very, very cool. Yeah, I like that, Mom. Are you good? And she's starting another one. Yes?
Yeah.
You're gonna do a giant one.
Yeah.
I have to get the little. No, these maybe these are bunnies from space. Because these could be antennas. Okay. Oh, and then I have to do the center. Didn't do it on the other one. I was waiting for the ink to dry a little bit. And oh, here we go. I'm thinking. Which way? Could leave it as it is. I could, but although Alyssa, Deb, I was thinking the same thing. It does remind of the busy bees. But that's why I said these are like flying rabbits. Uh, oh, I like that, Mom, that you are. So you have to push it up a little bit. You're auraing on the outside.
Yeah, and I might, yeah,
My aura on the inside too.
I don't know. I was thinking of doing gemmy things with it,
Hmm.
except I don't have any of my colored pencils or anything.
Oh.
But that's okay. I like what you did with your little V shapes. I might put because I can always do that later.
Let's see if
Bigger orbs.
Uh-huh. And now I'm thinking if I want to add a little, it's feeling like it needs, I want to have a little, maybe shading in here. So I'll just put it in the center and we'll see how it goes. And then we'll figure out the ones on the outside. I made this tortillon was getting all mashed, and then I think I need maybe something thicker than a paper clip. Maybe I have to go grab a toothpick. It's like it's only pushing out just a little bit, and then it's wobbly. Oh, there. Somehow I got it. Oh, good. And, oh yes, I like that. Just needed something. Then same things here. Similar. Yeah. Such a neat tangle, Deb. Let's see. So I can reach it better. Oh, nice. Nice. Oh, and I like that you're doing, yeah, you're doing orbs on the ends of those. That's a
Yeah.
nice idea too.
Well, I made everything so big.
Yeah.
Fill up that square.
Exactly. All right. Oh gosh. Well, 1 minute warning, so we can see what everybody did. If I shade this one on the other side, then at least it'll look symmetrical.
How do you show what we did? Because I couldn't do it last week.
Oh, Michelle, yeah. So I'm glad that you asked. So if you are on a desktop or laptop, if you move your mouse, if you move your mouse on the screen, and then at the bottom should show up four things. One is is about the mic. The other is the second one from the left is the webcam. So you can just share your webcam, and then so usually we hold it in front, or if you depends on your device. Yeah, we usually hold it in front. That's gorgeous, Sue. Love it. And
So when I go to that share webcam, I've got a little exclamation mark in there.
oh, let's see. What are you? Let's see if it says.
There was a
Sometimes
problem accessing your webcam.
oh yes, and that happens sometimes, and it's just it's something on your computer, your device, and what you can do is the 3 little dots that are next to it, you can check the settings and make sure if it's using the right one
I think it's
or
on
not.
now, maybe.
Oh, well, I see you.
Oh,
So it's working.
well, then it's on. Hi, everybody.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
All right, that is perfect. Yeah, so then I will give a warning when I'm taking the picture so that way nobody's hands fall off. And I just want to make sure that everybody that wants to get on is on. And yeah, and then you can kind of adjust and see. I mean, uh, oh, Shumi, that was interesting. Oh, and Rose, oh, these are so gorgeous. All right, so if this, and then everything shifts when somebody does it, and then I wait a second. Oh, and then there's Storm, nice. Oh, and Charla, and it, oh, there, oh, gotcha. Okay, it was
Oh,
just
they're
like
just
black.
blurry. Oh, there it is. It's good.
Oh, is it? Because I'm just seeing
Michelle needs
dark.
to hold hers there.
Okay. Oh,
And
and then we got
Jennifer,
Jennifer getting on.
closer.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
and that one is just. Oh, it'll adjust. Oh, there. Okay. All right. I'm almost ready. So Jennifer is it's just dark, unfortunately. I hate it when it does that because it's like it's like a bandwidth something. All right. Well, if nothing else, I can get it and paste it in. So if this is everybody,
Storms just disappeared. There it is. It's back.
there it is. Okay. Oh, and then, all right, I'm just going to have to paste Jennifer's in, I think. All right. So hold on. Oh, and there's Tammy. Okay. And, okay, now that's everybody. Hold your breath. Taking it in 3, 2, 1. All right. I think I got it. Let me paste it. Make sure I did. And yeah, Jennifer, it just, you'll see in a minute how it comes out on my thing. And say, and then, and I don't know, I still haven't figured out why. I'm thinking from some others that had the issue, it's like a bandwidth type of thing. And whose is that? Oh, and Laura, I got yours. Yep. And Tammy, I got yours. So let me share my
I don't think Mary
screen.
held hers up. I
I
didn't see hers, and she's still
right.
on.
It was.
Did you see it?
No, I thought I saw it for a minute.
But maybe she didn't want us to see it, but we like to see what everybody does.
Yes.
You can always,
even if you don't like it. Let me
what
share.
She can do what? She can send it to you, or
Oh,
she
you
can
just email it to me. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
put that in the chat. Yeah, so you can just email the picture to me, and then so what I do afterwards is I compile all the pictures, and so we look at them now and see how gorgeous they all are, and that from the morning session as well, along with links to the step outs and the videos, the replays, and I'm going to do a quickie video after this, and I'll send it all out. What's that?
Where do you find all that?
Oh, so that, and actually, if you go to Tangle Addicts to my website, because this is making it a lot easier, go to tangleaddicts.com and let me on the upper right ish is a place where you can follow my blog. So if you just put in your email, then when I send it out or I post it, then you'll get it. And so that's the best way to do it, because it was just taking it was ending up taking too long to send it to everyone, and then I get marked as a spammer. And no, not really, but these are gorgeous too. I like the one that you have with it like off center like that, and those colors. And Diane, oh my goodness! And I like you did a little. So you did that. No, maybe it was somebody else did that earlier with a little thing in the center of those, and that turns out good.
Could you scroll it up a little bit, Heather? I don't see any names on the bottom.
So this is Sue, and
Oh, there's
what I did. This is Sue, and what I did with the background of that one is like a neurotangling. I've been teaching neuroflorals, And so this fit right in with it. So that's a little bit of a neuro background, like neurographics background.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mary's is on the bottom row. We
Oh,
don't
there
have
it
two
is.
Marys, do we?
Yeah. No.
There's not two
Yeah.
Marys.
There are. I don't know if it's the same Mary or two different.
Oh, there
ones.
are two Marys.
Yeah. Sometimes we log in twice, so that way you have because sometimes one is for hearing and one is for following. But yeah, these are gorgeous.
Oh.
And
She's the old Mary.
oh, is that in the chat? It actually, so I'm getting some echo. Michelle, I'm just gonna mute you. Just 'cause I'm getting some feedback. Really? Oh, that's so funny. But no, these are all fantastic, and I like Joyce is doing multiple different sizes, and of course Rosemary's. Oh my goodness, I like the. It looks like maybe a little lapis in the center there. Very nice. Very nice. And I would say, yeah, and I like say looking at Deb's, like the one that has it where you doing the half one, it really looks like butterflies. Oh, and you put beadline in there. I was thinking about putting beadline in the center in between mine. Great minds. But these are also gorgeous. And
I took Sherry's idea for the one that has the multiple flowers. I put a net in the back.
Yeah.
Which is kind of by the blue, but still worked.
Yeah, the cheesecloth. Yeah, it's such a nice background tangle. Oh, and Tom and Carla's, yours are fantastic too. Oh, love them all. And I like how, let me look at it again. Wait, you guys, oh, wait, is that? I have to look. I'm looking at the chop. I think it's Tom's. Did like a double. So went up high, either you went up really high to begin with, and then added one in the middle. Here, or vice versa. Either way, that looks really, really neat. Neat. And then I was looking at Alyssa's, the one on the black, and I was like, what tangle was she doing? Oh, and I'm like, oh, I see what she did. That turned out neat. So Deb, we created an extra fragment. So besides doing the half, it would be a quarter, right? Yeah. So there we go. We'll add that. But turning it into a fragment and then flipping it around like that, neat. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna say
special thanks to Debbie for this tangle too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell them to get the inventor.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And it's just it's such a nice tangle, Deb. Oh, and I also want to mention Shulamit's on here also. Look at taking it in a different level with adding that green, the green aura line on the sides like that.
Well, also not doing so definite a heart shape at the top.
Yeah.
It's just more like a swoop.
Yeah.
It looks, that looks like candy, good enough to eat.
Num. Yeah. And with the little black, like watermelon candy.
That's exactly what I was thinking. It looks like a watermelon candy.
Yeah. Like watermelon bow tie candy. So. Oh, very cool. Well, thanks, Tarla. And for those that don't, Tarla is Tom and Carla. They're our power couple, and they have to have the combined name. So, but these are just also so gorgeous. I'm gonna say goodbye to the recording.